Alright, this is about to get messy. Let's do it. So before I get into today's topic, I wanted to talk about something else really fast. Since I started making more videos, I've been getting asked, why am I deciding to put myself and my life out on the internet? Which is a really valid question considering that there's still a lot of hate towards people like me. And at first, I didn't know. I didn't know why I decided to open up to whoever comes across my video. But I thought about it, and if I can somehow make someone who's questioning their gender identity feel a little less confused, a little less scared or alone, and if I could somehow say something on these videos that will help someone be a better friend, a better parent or sibling, then putting myself out there is worth it. I will take the hate, I will take the stabs of discrimination, and I will take the weird stares and looks, because it is worth it if I am helping at least one person. I've done my job. So that's all I had to say about that. Now on to the real reason you clicked on my video. How did I know I was trans? On Tumblr, I've gotten some private asks from quite a few people about this. Some were not sure about their gender identity or are questioning, and that's okay. So this is my experience. You wanna know how I knew? I'll tell you. I didn't know I was trans. I am not one of those lucky people who knew since they were very young that something was different, that they were special, that something was wrong. No, so I didn't know. But this is how I put the pieces together. My freshman year of high school, I dressed up as a boy for Halloween, just like I did for the past 3 years of middle school. It seems so blatantly obvious now looking back. I think about it and I just laugh at myself. But yeah, so I liked how I looked dressed as a boy, and I got compliments from other people too. I got very comfortable looking this way, and soon I started to dress up at home just for the hell of it. In my room with the door locked. Eventually I started thinking, well, maybe I can dress this way all the time. Now this is where my mind came to a screeching halt. And I began thinking, that something was wrong with me for thinking these kinds of things, for thinking this way. So I stopped with the dressing up. During this time, I got into a relationship with my first and current girlfriend to this day. So I came out as a lesbian. Eventually, I decided to present myself in a more masculine way, as some people would call it, as a stud or as a dyke. I got my hair cut short, and I thought that was the end of that. But it wasn't. I still couldn't shake this weird feeling, like the term lesbian just didn't fit for me, that it was the wrong category. This is where the wonderful world of Google and YouTube come into play. I looked up what I was feeling and thinking and discovered that there was a word for all of this madness. Transgender. Now at first I got really excited because holy hell, everything made sense now. Everything. I saw all the hints looking back to my childhood, and I thought about how I felt about my body and what would make me more comfortable if I was able to change something about my body. But then I went into denial. I was thinking I wouldn't ever transition, I'm too young, no one would accept me, my girlfriend would leave me, and just all of these really bad thoughts. And I was sad for a few hours because I ended up telling my girlfriend my feelings anyways that same night, and she was supportive. Now after that little breakthrough, I began watching more videos on YouTube of these other people who were transitioning. I remember just feeling so jealous of these people and just wanting swap places with them. It came to the point where watching these people just wasn't enough for me anymore. I had to do something for myself. Then I went through this period of time where I became obsessed with baby names as I was looking to change my own. I made a small list of ones that I really liked and I got it down to 2. Now at this point I wanted to tell my friends, and I thought that the best way to do this and for them to understand was to get them involved. So one day, little me decided to go to my friends and discreetly ask them, you know, if I was a boy, would this name fit me or this name? So I basically did a little poll to help me choose my name. Turns out I wasn't discreet at all, and my friends know me very well because they knew something was up. So I came out on Twitter and I asked everyone to call me Ryan and use male pronouns. I got loads of support and I was really relieved, but I was also scared. I was moving forward in my transition and I knew what challenges that the future held for me still. Transitioning leads to a lot of really big life changes, and I was younger and I just didn't know if this was right for me. And because of all these doubts I had in my head, it made me question whether I was really transgender, and if I was, would I fully transition? Medically transitioning is not an easy thing to do in any way. And people seem to believe that if they're not 110% sure that they want to go through with it, that it's wrong, that they shouldn't do it. But with this kind of change, you actually should be scared. You need to be cautious and afraid, because how can you not be? Figuring out if you're transgender is discovering a big part of who you are and where you believe yourself to be on the gender scale. It's figuring out how you're most comfortable and how you want to present yourself to the world. You just need to try things out. Dip your toes in the water, try a new name, see if you like it, see if you like how it feels, and that's pretty much what I went through. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.